Hi, this is Dr. Marcus Motley. In this podcast, I am going to tell you why most professionals are using ChatGPT in the wrong way. And I am going to give you a 5 prompt strategy that you can start using right now. I would bet that if you are using ChatGPT the same way almost everyone else is using it, then you are already behind, and that should worry you. Right now, thousands of professionals are proudly saying, I use ChatGPT every day, and they think that this protects them. Well, I can tell you that it does not. In fact, for many mid-career professionals, using ChatGPT the wrong way is quietly accelerating their career risk. You are automating tasks instead of protecting value. You are producing outputs instead of strengthening your relevance. Yes, you may be doing things faster, but you are also becoming easier to replace. This is not a ChatGPT problem. This is a career protection problem. And unless you change how you prompt, how you think, and how you position your work, AI will not future-proof you. It will expose what you lack and will leave you vulnerable. Here's the uncomfortable truth professionals don't want to hear. Most professionals collapse under change for one simple reason. They confuse activity with security. They optimize productivity while ignoring fragility. ChatGPT is being used to write emails, summarize meetings, draft reports, and write presentations and create other content. Useful? Yes. Strategic? No. These are exactly the kinds of tasks that organizations are learning can be automated, outsourced, or eliminated. Because AI can do 30% of your work almost instantly, your organization will not reward you for speed. They will start asking why your role exists at all. This is why so many professionals feel anxious, distracted, and quietly afraid. The layoffs that are occurring feel random. The few promotions that happen feel empty and willy-nilly. The rules have changed, but nobody handed you the new playbook. This is the moment where you either change-proof your career or you will quietly disappear. Here's why most professionals are using ChatGPT backwards. This is the mistake I see every day with ChatGPT and many of the professionals who approach me for executive coaching. They ask, how can AI help me do my job faster? That is the wrong question. The right question is, how can AI help me become harder to replace? Or how can I use AI to boost my career? Career protection is not about output. It is about irreplaceable judgment, influence, engaging people, and making effective decisions while under severe pressure. That requires emotional intelligence, strategic clarity, and intentional prompting. It does not require random experimentation, nor copying prompts from social media, nor chasing the latest AI hacks. If you want to future-proof your career, you must shift from task-based prompting to value-based prompting. And that requires a structure. Here's the emotional reality of most mid-career professionals right now. Let's be honest about what you are feeling right now. You are experienced, capable, and intelligent, yet you are uneasy. You sense that loyalty no longer protects you. You notice younger professionals using tools faster, more expertly, and with more confidence. You worry that your expertise is becoming invisible. That fear is not weakness. It is information. It's also the reality of most of professionals everywhere. The professionals who survive this decade will not be the smartest or the fastest. They will be the most adaptively resilient, emotionally grounded, and strategically positioned. AI does not just replace people generally, it specifically replaces people who fail to adapt and then increase their value. So, that brings us to the solution that I offer you. Here's my 5-step prompt formula to future-proof your job. This is not a generic prompt. It is a career strategy encoded into a prompt structure. Use this formula every time you work with ChatGPT. Step 1. Position the context. Before you ask ChatGPT for anything, anchor your professional value. Prompt it like this. Act as a strategic advisor supporting a mid-career professional responsible for high-impact decisions, stakeholder trust, and long-term outcomes. At this point, you should also tell ChatGPT what your role, position, responsibilities, and experience levels are. Here's why context matters. This immediately shifts ChatGPT from a task executor to a thinking partner. You are no longer asking for outputs. You are gaining insight. This is career protection through strategic and contextual positioning. Step 2. Name the pressure. Explicitly define the risk, tension, challenge, or uncertainty you are facing. Here is an example of the prompt you can use. The pressure I am facing now is increased automation, rising expectations, and unclear performance metrics in my role. Here's why this matters. Most professionals avoid naming their fear, but high performers confront it. This step activates emotional intelligence by forcing clarity while under stress. AI works best when the problem is honestly, openly, and cogently stated. It works best when you have identified and specified the context in which your problem exists. Step 3. Map the human value. Ask ChatGPT to identify the things that cannot be easily automated in your role. Here is an example of the prompt. Identify the human judgment, emotional intelligence, relationship skills, and decision-making elements in my role that AI cannot easily replace. Here's why this matters. This step moves you away from replaceable tasks and toward career leverage. You begin to see where to invest your time, energy, and visibility. This gives you the map of what you should focus on. This is how you change-proof your role and begin to make yourself invaluable. Step 4. Leverage AI strategically. Now and only now do you begin to use ChatGPT for execution. Here is an example of the prompt. Use AI to reduce friction around low-value tasks so I can invest more time in high judgment, high impact, high leverage responsibilities that escalate my value. Here is why this matters. AI becomes an assistant, with you as its director. This is the difference between future-proofing and self-replacement. Step 5. Translate into visibility. Finally, convert all of your insight into career signals for others. Here is an example of the prompt. Help me translate this work into clear value narratives for leadership, performance reviews, and strategic conversations. Here's why this matters. Careers do not advance on effort. They advance on perceived value. This step ensures your work is seen, understood, and rewarded. This is professional self-advocacy powered by your AI assistant. The professionals who will win in the AI era are using these steps. The future belongs to professionals who combine emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and AI leverage. They are not focused on being faster, nor busier, nor trend-chasing. They are quieter, calmer, clearer, more intentional, and more strategic. You see, ChatGPT is not here to save your job, but used correctly, it can help you redesign it. The question is not whether AI will change your career. It already has. The question is whether you will use it reactively or strategically. Why? Because the professionals who learn to prompt for value, not speed, will not just survive change. They will lead it. If you want a free AI report developed for professionals like you can get it at www.memasteryprogram.com/AI report.